Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name's Mandy. I do a lot of planning in this channel, but I also do some lifestyle and mom life type of things. But today you are here for my daily planner routine. I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I do. I'm going to try to make sure that it doesn't take very long because it really doesn't take that long to do my startup. So this is more of my daily planning routine. It is not necessarily my whole day because I revisit this planner throughout the day. So just a quick planner check-in, morning, evening kind of style. So if that's what you want to see, go ahead and stay tuned and we'll get right into it. Okay, so I'd first like to just say I visit my planner at least 2 times a day for an overall flip through. This is to set up my day and to end my day. Throughout the middle of the day, as I mentioned, I go through different sections and lists that I have quite often because it is basically my journal, my to-do list, my organization, just all of it in this one planner, right? If I can't get to all my planner sections in the morning, I either visit that section during the day at some point or during my end of day closeout. So the first thing I usually do, and I have them up front here, is they say grocery list, but these came with my foodie recipe bundle, and I love these for my to-do list. The other side just has some, areas if I need to jot down any notes or meal ideas that I want to think about for the next week, whatever I want basically. So I like to grab a half sheet of list paper, and the first section that I will visit, and it's why it's the first section in my planner here, is I will visit my home or my catch-all planner. So this basically is my meal, either my meal plan or my meal log. Sometimes I can write in what we're gonna have that day. Sometimes I write in what we did have. So at the end of the night, I would be filling this in if I have not filled it in just yet. And it's just a nice reminder of my prep that I might need to do that day and so forth. So the actual home section for me this week is right here. I just write down some notes here. Every day I review if I am able to do anything for my notes. I'd like to be reminded of what's coming up next week. Again, some prep that I need to do, just a lot of reminders. And I'm trying to just I'm still figuring out some sections, but I'm trying to write down some things that I'm thankful for that come up. Maybe even things that we end up, like currently style things. So this was one of my old to-do lists, but I like to keep them because I don't necessarily finish. I don't necessarily finish those things, and I might need to rewrite them on the current day's to-do list. Sometimes I don't write a current day to-do list because I will just continue with the list that I had the previous day or 2 days. I also like to reread some of my goals, just to remind myself, because I totally forgot that I wanted to try to create a date night box, and I'm glad that I have that here. So what I would do is check my goals, maybe add something to my list if I think it's something I can do on this day or within the next couple days. So schedule a date night. So this has been on my list, but I need to get it done. It's the end of the week or getting there, and I need to do it. Okay, so then I kind of look at some things that I haven't done, and I probably need to make sure they end up on my list as well. Especially if it's been more than a day or 2. So I have that one and that one. I'm going to keep that off for a little bit. So basically I visit this home and catch-all section to see what's going on for the day, to find my must-dos, log anything for reference or memory keeping. Like I said, anything I'm grateful for, I like to do that. Sometimes I won't be able to do that in the morning because the day hasn't happened, but if I didn't log something the day before, I might be able to remember something like that, the date for the day before. Next, I go to my my wellness. So I don't have it like sectioned or named, but I know that this green tab this month is my wellness. So I like to just flip there, and I make sure that I logged my weight for the day. So I'm filming this on Thursday, the March 11th, and I actually had one of my lowest weight days. So that's what I do. I just log that. And then I also make sure that I am logging what I'm eating throughout the day. I'm making sure I know what I've given myself for movement that day. And if I didn't get to visit my planner before breakfast time, I may have already eaten breakfast, and I log what I had for breakfast. So this is also a reminder that I'm actually logging in MyFitnessPal as well. So I know that if I don't log each meal by midday or end of the day, it's just a lot to do. It's like, for me, it's like a 20-minute process for that, just because it's just for me. So I try to log throughout the day, but if I haven't, at the end of the day, I make sure that I have logged in MyFitnessPal and checked that off. This week, I just have protein and veggie meals. So I like to just keep some things that I'm trying to attain each day, and they might be repetitive, but that's how you make something a habit, right? I also make sure that I had logged the night before. So if this were nighttime, I would be logging in my carbs, my fats, and my proteins here, and just making sure that everything is completed in this section. The next section, oh, by the way, I would add anything here that needs to get done from this section if there is anything. But I'm good. Well, I do want to actually put this on there because this isn't one of my usual workouts. I have to do weights every so often. So today I'm trying to make sure that I do a weights workout. So I'm actually just going to say weights, and I'm trying to make the 7-minute app part of my day because honestly, that's what I can actually get in right now. And that's going to be like my wellness or fitness to do item. Okay, next up is my faith. So again, it's just the next tab over. This is my prayers. I like to make sure that I have the prayers for the day listed, and this may be the time that I actually sit down and pray for those things. Or at the end of the night, if I haven't done so yet, I will sit down and I will pray for those things and maybe even revisit some old prayers. This is something new for me this month, and I'm really, really enjoying using the monthly spread for that. So I have just right now little clips. I don't like to tape or paste the pages together unless it's really necessary. So I just use little clips, and it also helps me turn the page a lot easier to the spread during the week that I'm in. And this is my faith spread. So in the mornings, I have already done this, so I apologize I'm not going to do it with you, but in the mornings, I actually take a section and I read. So today I'm filming this Thursday the 11th. This was my scripture section for the day. It was called this, so I like to put what it's called here. And then I use one of these sections for my notes. I read those verses, and then here I kind of just rewrite what is going on in my own words and how I'm understanding it. And I've really liked this week. This is the first time I've done it this way, and I've really enjoyed it because as you can see, I'm going to show you last week. I just did not keep up with it last week, and there just wasn't much room here. I also like that this gives me some space to decorate, and it makes me want to visit the page a whole lot more. So I'm really happy with this. It's going well. I'll update you guys in the future to see if I'm still doing it this way. And I know it's way back here, but a lot of times throughout the day, I don't visit my budget section every single day unless we've made a purchase. So if I've made a purchase that day, say using, like online on my phone, or my husband comes home and brings a receipt, that is when I will visit my budget section. And when I visit my budget section, I make sure that I am able to update this, which is our sinking funds or category tracker. I update our expense tracker, And if any, I log into our bank, and if any bills have come out, I go ahead and log them here, and then I'm up to date with that. So that's usually not an everyday process, but if anything has been purchased, I go in and I make sure the budget is up to date. So then I go all the way back to my home section. I just double check my to-do list, and I just want to make sure that anything I need to get done that day is on here. It might just be something I've been wanting to get done, or it might be a must that I need to do. And it's anything in addition to my usual daily things, like daily I do dishes, daily I do some kind of laundry, daily I do tidying, and daily I usually do my YouTube or Instagram type of stuff, or I try to be involved in it in some way. So this is really just anything extra for the day, and it's usually not a huge long list unless I am writing almost everything down and I know that I'm not going to be able to get that done, in the day. So it depends on what I'm feeling that day. If I know I need to get these things done in the day, I'm only going to write down what I need to get done. But if I'm open to having some things not get done throughout the day, but having a list to go through, that's when I'll make it a little bit bigger, like this one was. So sometimes I have a few different to-do lists going on here. I might have not so important, or, needed right away, and then needed right away kind of thing. Or some things I've been putting off will go on my needed right away. So at the end of the day, I spend about 5 minutes, maybe even less, maybe a little bit more, depending on how much time I have, going through my to-do list, going through each section. I might go ahead and end up writing something I loved, just like on Tuesday, I wrote this down, something I loved, and I want to make sure that I log it and just remember it. I will go back to my fitness and write down anything, wellness-wise, fitness, health, mental, all of that stuff would kind of go in here. And I would revisit this list for sure. I almost have this open at night just to make sure I have done everything I need to do here. I check back with my faith to look and see, just revisit my prayers. And this might even be the time that I have to do anything for budgeting. But one more thing I did not show you guys yet, and I visit my social media throughout the day as well. It may not be exactly in the morning. I make sure that I have my to-do list. I already put that away too early, didn't I? I make sure that I have my to-do list because I want to make sure that I add at least one thing on it that needs to get done. So I'm playing around with different ways that I like to track things, and it looks like, for example, I need to do some editing or filming. So what I do is I look at the day that I have brainstormed or planned on something I need to do, and I write down what I need to do on my to-do list. And sometimes I will even write down a sub to-do list for that. So for example, today I probably need to do my plan with me. So film plan with me. And I'm trying to get this out by Saturday, which usually I film somewhat in advance just because of my time with my children and stuff like that. I don't have a big set of time to film, edit, and do all of that. So I kind of need to keep track in ways that are a little bit different than just getting the whole thing done in one setting. So what I will end up doing is making like a sub checklist for certain types of things, if it is an item that takes a lot. So for example, if you aren't able to just schedule a date, you might write schedule date night, but there might be things that you need to do in order to get something like that done. For example, for me, I have to contact my mom first to see if she can watch my kids. Second, my husband and I have to look at our schedule and see what night or whatever would work for us. We have to check the budget or do research. So this is just kind of an example that you might need to make a little sub list of that to-do item. And that's what I will end up doing a lot of the times with my filming or my YouTube to-do stuff. So this is usually one that I will visit last in the morning, just to make sure that there's anything that I need to add to my to-do list. All right, you guys, that is honestly what I do every day and how I go about my just regular daily morning and evening planner check-in. If anything, if I know it's kind of hard to bring something around the day like as big as this and chunky as this, so sometimes it's nice to just make that to-do list for the day and carry this around with me, fold it up and put it in my pocket or set it on the kitchen counter. That way I don't have to have probably my baby in one hand and my planner in the other. It's just kind of frustrating if that's the case. So that's why I like to use half sheets and visit my planner in the morning and in the evening. So throughout the day I have my half sheet to-do list. You guys, if you like this kind of video and you found any kind of motivation, inspiration, even just one little piece of helpful advice, please hit the like button for me. If you'd like to see more, definitely hit the like button for me and subscribe for more. I really enjoy doing these videos for you guys. So I post Tuesday and Thursdays, and I'm working on trying to post one more day of the week, probably Saturdays. And I would just love to hear what you guys would like to see. Would you guys like Saturday plan with me's? I'm just curious. They'd be pretty short videos, more motivational or inspirational for like how to set up, not even how to set up. I honestly do not set up my planner weeks or anything. I shouldn't compare, but comparing to the people out there who are amazing with stickers, I just have my own little style. And if you guys want to sit down and have a cup of coffee and plan with me, let me know. And I would love to do that with you guys and post videos on Saturdays for that with you. So again, thank you. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you guys for the next one. Have an awesome day. Bye.